lot of people tell me that I look quite young for my age. I think it's because I've always been quite clean living. I don't smoke, I don't drink, although it's not because I'm healthy, just because I can never get served. I was in a shop the other day and I got to the till. There's a long queue of people behind me. I got asked for ID. As if it's not embarrassing enough buying porn. I think it also affects my chances with women, because, you know, women want a man to look manly, not somebody who looks like they're probably good at Quidditch. I'm not from London originally. I grew up in Ipswich. Ipswich is a lovely town. It holds the British record for the most number of sex workers ever murdered by a serial killer. In fact, as you drive into Ipswich, it actually says that on the signs. Turns out that's the best slogan the tourist board could find. You know, you come from a rough town where you actually have to move to London to get away from the crime. But I didn't move straight to London, I went off to university first. And in hindsight, I kind of wish that I'd studied something a bit more useful at university. I did a course in rodent animation. It's a Mickey Mouse degree. But I'll admit, I did experiment at university. A lot of people do. At that age, you know, you're young, a little bit confused about who you are. All I say is I tried it once, but voting Tory isn't for me. Because, of course, voting Tory is a little bit like anal sex. It's something we maybe all consider doing, but there's always a lot of shit to clean up afterwards. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not a bigot. I've got nothing against people that vote Tory. Although, obviously, it is immoral and you are going to hell. As you can probably tell from my politics and, let's face it, my clothes, I work in the public sector. It's bloody difficult working in the public sector, especially at the moment. I mean, the Guardian website doesn't read itself. To be honest, I actually work in a university library. There's lots of stereotypes about people that work in libraries. A lot of people think we're kind of anally retentive, like things organised, classified and in their place. But I'm not actually like that at all. In fact, I've got many character traits that kind of fly in the face of those stereotypes. I'd like to tell you about a few of them now. And to make it easier, just put them into a list. So here are my character traits. I'm anarchic, blasé, chaotic, and disorganised. And you'll notice I just put them into alphabetical order. just makes me feel better. Yeah, I was talking about politics earlier on, and I think I read too much news and I watch too much politics, to be honest. I get very, very depressed about the state of the world. Although whenever I need cheering up about the state of British politics, I just go onto YouTube and type in Sarah Palin. Because you say what you want about David Cameron, but at least he does believe in dinosaurs. I think Sarah Palin running for president is a bit like Nigella Lawson running for Prime Minister. Although, to be fair to Nigella Lawson, she probably could organise a decent tea party. But I am genuinely terrified at the prospect of Sarah Palin winning the presidency in 2012, because America has such a massive influence over British politics. And I was thinking, if she does win, there's nothing for it, I'm just going to have to emigrate. So I was thinking, where can I move to in the world that the US government doesn't give a shit about? So I'm going to move to New Orleans. A complete stranger came up to me in the street the other day. He said, "Can you recommend any good DVD box sets?" I said, "Get lost." My grandfather, he's terrible. I was watching the Commonwealth Games with him a few weeks ago. He loves the sprinters, but he hates the long distance runners. He's such a racist. My girlfriend keeps complaining that recently I don't take her out to restaurants anymore, and I don't go down on her anymore. But I said, since the recession, I refuse to eat out. A friend told me, he said, I have trouble sustaining an erection. I said, well, how hard can it be? I was in the menswear department of Marks & Spencer's the other day. I went into the fitting room. There's a member of staff in there, in a three-piece suit, sodomising a clairvoyant. He said, what do you think? I said, have you got it in a medium? That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful audience. I've been going to go. Thank you.
I'm blaming Freddie for all of that, I think. He'll be the next Tim Vine there, very good jokes. Okay.